live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This morning at 5, it will be a big day in the courtroom and the father accused of starving a little boy. This is a story that we are following closely this morning. Plus,
coming up this morning on GMSA, how the San Antonio Food Bank is making sure that people and pets have enough to eat during Hunger Awareness Month.
And now let's take a live look outside with live cam. Speaking of eating, get that bowl of cereal ready for us because right here on GMSA, we are ready for you on this Tuesday.
That is right. Yes, it is September 24th. Thank you very much for being with us on this Tuesday. I got the coffee going already.
Yeah, you do.
Gotta get it going. Yes, gotta kind of get the juice flowing a little bit.
Hey,
yeah.
It's okay, man. You know what? Someone who else gets us going is our own Justin Horn.
Always.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't know what to think right now. I think my mind is just simply saying, Jeff, it's fall. It's fall. It's okay. It's fall. Even though it's warm, it's fall.
We'll get through it together, right? I mean, if I had a dime for everyone that's come up to me and asked, hey, when is it going to get cooler? I'd be a very wealthy man. And I get it. We need a cool down. We're going to get a little bit of one later this week. Really, actually, starting tomorrow, there is a front coming through. And it's not one of the fronts that's going to, really pull down temperatures and that sort of thing. But it just gives us a dose of drier air, and it will give us some nice mornings. For today, though, out ahead of that front, we still got some chances for rain. And in fact, we bump it up to a 30% chance, so maybe a little bit better coverage than yesterday. Temperatures up around 93. It's still humid, and just be prepared to dodge a rain shower this afternoon. Now, here's the good news. Once that front comes through tomorrow, we really see dew points and humidity drop off. So Thursday and Friday morning, we got dry air, and that allows that temperature to really come down. And even during the afternoons, yes, it's warm, but it feels better. And the weather headlines, a few showers today, early tomorrow, as we said, and then we get some cooler mornings. In fact, I think we go as low as 63 by Friday morning. That'll feel great. We're also tracking Helene. This is, it's not Helene yet, but it will be soon. We think this could become a major hurricane, and it is headed towards Florida. We'll update you on its potential path coming up here in just a couple minutes. Let's look out on the roads now with RJ. How are things right now?
All right, Justin, things are looking pretty good. If you're about to step outside right now, as we take a look at some of our TransGuide traffic cameras, take a look at 1604, I-35 right there, traffic looking pretty good. The only thing that we're seeing on TxDOT right now is going to be I-37 south at Loop 410. That's going to be a stalled vehicle out there. And Jaffe, you were kind of stuck in some traffic coming in. Not only you, but
like
a couple
three
of our
other ones.
Yeah.
All of us were stuck out there for a second.
Yeah, that was near 37 at the 281 exit. So keep that in mind if you're going around the downtown area. Let's go and check in with Alex Gomez. He is out there in Drive Cam for us on this Tuesday morning. Alex, how you doing, my friend?
RJ, good morning and happy Tuesday. I think the roadways are fine over here on the east side. I just made it to 410 southbound near the I-10 interchange. This area was showing construction, but it looks like they just wrapped up, so the east side is going to be moving fast this morning, RJ.
All right, that's good news for our drivers out there, and we will continue checking with Alex throughout the rest of the morning on Drive Cam. Jaffney?
This morning, the father accused in the starvation death of his 4-year-old son will go on trial. We've told you about little Benjamin Cervera, who died in 2021. His stepmother was convicted in his death earlier this year. Now, Brandon Cervera is facing the same charge of injury to a child. In the latest open court segment, Erica Hernandez recaps the case and what we can expect in Cervera's upcoming trial.
It would be years before any details in this case were revealed, but earlier this year, when Miranda Cáceres went to trial, the state showed horrific evidence, even video evidence of the abuse and neglect.
Testimony gets underway on today. Cervera faces up to life in prison if found guilty. We'll be live streaming this case, and of course, you can watch it live on all of our digital platforms. Do want to warn you that at times, details in this case will be hard to watch and hear.
New this morning, 2 men are dead and another recovering after being pulled from the water out there in Corpus Christi. Officials responded to a call on Sunday about 3 men near Mustang Island struggling in the waters out there. 2 of the men were pulled from the water. 1 was unresponsive. They were both taken to a local hospital, and the unconscious man later died. The third swimmer's body was found on shore early yesterday morning and then later pronounced dead. Officials say that he had been missing after the group went underwater.
Closer to home, a woman's body was found, and now the Bexar County Sheriff's Office has turned a missing persons case into a homicide investigation. Sheriff Javier Salazar says that the body was found in a wooded area along the Salado Creek Greenway near DeFrost Park. That's not far from the DeFrost Avenue and East Commerce Streets on the east side. That's a few miles from where 63-year-old Stacy Drumaga was reported missing after she went for a walk. Sheriff Salazar says that the body found on Monday matches her description, although that match has not been confirmed yet. The body was found about 30 yards from the walking trails in that area. Call the Bexar County Sheriff's Office if you have any information. Switching out to the race for the White House and a push for the Democratic Party to get San Antonio voters to the poll.
That's right. And yesterday was reportedly the largest presidential fundraiser in our city's history. That's according to Mayor Ron Nirenberg. The second gentleman, Doug Emhoff, spoke at a rally yesterday in the Alamo City supporting his wife and Vice President Kamala Harris. His speech at the Freedom to Vote rally drew in hundreds of people. It was his first stop in Texas as he supports local Democrats up and down the ballot. We were the only TV station on site when he arrived at the airport as Democrats try to spread their message before Election Day.
We're ready to defend your right to vote, and we're ready to protect the win once we win.
There are just more than 40 days before the November 5th election. Meanwhile, neither candidate for president has spent much time in Texas leading up to the November election. They've instead been focused on the battleground states. However, a few weeks ago, Republican VP candidate J.D. Vance was in the Alamo City for a private fundraising event. He's set to debate Democratic VP candidate Tim Walz on October 1st.
And in the crucial swing state of North Carolina, the candidate for governor, Mark Robinson, responded last night to a CNN report. That report claiming that he made racist and inflammatory comments on a pornographic site, including calling himself a black Nazi.
The reason why they're coming against all the Republicans hard is because they know we are winning. We're not quitting, we're not leaving, and we are going to win this race.
Robinson denies making those comments and is vowing to stay in this race. Keep it right here for the latest on the race for the White House coming up on Good Morning America beginning at 7 o'clock this morning.
All right, guys, it's time to wake up. Good morning, San Antonio. We're looking at 507 right now. It is 78 degrees outside, so a little toasty if you're going for a walk.
Definitely, yeah, but we are definitely getting you going here. We're going to be talking next about new polling that found that there's not a lot of support for a pair of downtown sports stadiums. This has been a hot button issue here just ahead why pollsters think that one of the projects edges the other out.
And taking a look right now at the roads with TransGuide. Again, people are getting up, getting their day started. Of course, traffic picks up as we get closer and closer to that time to get into work. We'll keep you updated with Alex Gomez on the roadways to see how your commute looks.
And taking you outside with a live cam across the city of San Antonio here on a Tuesday morning. As Japhanie just mentioned, a little toasty out there. Maybe you're lacing them up, going on an early morning run, kind of getting some breakfast going, some coffee. You are hanging with us on Good Morning San Antonio. We'll check in with Alex coming up and Justin later on in the show. 5:11 right now on your Tuesday morning. Welcome back. Well, hundreds of you have been saying how you really feel about the Spurs and Missions possibly moving into downtown San Antonio.
So UTSA's Center for Public Opinion Research polled nearly 700 voters earlier this month about whether they support both projects. And turns out less than 40% of people were okay with both stadium proposals when it comes to the Spurs Arena in particular. Less than 36% of you are in favor of it. And more than of you, like 41%, say that you're not. Pollsters say that could be because people don't want taxpayer money to pay for it.
It's certainly not overwhelming, or certainly not clear, at least to me, looking at those numbers, that we see lots of people that are very supportive of building a new downtown arena for the Spurs at this point in time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they like the idea of it. They just wouldn't want to be paying for these types of things. Well, to be clear, there is currently no public proposal for a new Spurs arena. But when it comes to the Missions move downtown, just under 40% of people are in favor of that move as well, but nearly 35% are not. City leaders say that stadium would cost $160 million, but the money would come from three different places. That would be the Missions Equity Contribution, bonds from the San Pedro Creek Development Authority, and the Houston Street Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone project.
No, I think you're right. Like the idea of it kind of excites people.
It's cool, but then you're like, wait, how much is this going to
Exactly.
cost?
When you get down to the nitty gritty, a lot of people are probably like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. What's wrong? Where is that now? But we shall see. We're going to keep following this story.
Oh, yeah.
It is 5:13 right now, 78 degrees outside.
All right, still to come on GMSA, talk about an unexpected guest. What one California couple is saying about this big bear you see right there. You won't believe where it is definitely making its home this morning.
How you can feed your animals in need right here in the Alamo City. It's all a part of the KSAT community event, and you can be a part of it. Devin Karp standing by.
All right, some cute video there as we take a look at Drive Cam right now. Alex Gomez hitting the roads for us on this Tuesday morning. Things looking pretty good, but we'll get an update from the ground coming up with Alex here in just a little bit. We'll be right back.
Good morning, San Antonio. Welcome back. It is 5:16. Happening today, the San Antonio Food Bank will be giving away food for cats and dogs as a part of the Pet Hunger Awareness Day.
Volunteers will be helping 500 families today as they drive through to receive some free care for their four-legged friends. Devin Karp is live at the San Antonio Food Bank with what people can expect out there. Good Tuesday morning, Devin.
Yeah, good morning, y'all. Now, we're here in the San Antonio Food Bank. You may think of this place as having thousands upon thousands of items to feed people in our area, but today it's not going to be just them. We're also going to be including some of the pets as part of Hunger Awareness Month. Now, I have Michael Guerra here with the San Antonio Food Bank to tell me a little bit more this morning. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. Yeah.
All right, so what do we have going on today? How are we going to help out some of these families and their four-legged friends?
Well, it's a somewhat typical morning at the food bank, getting ready to make sure that thousands are set for their table and their food. But when we think about the food bank, we're trying to secure the entire household, the two-legged and the four-legged. And people don't know that. Last year, we helped 60,000 pets stay home by getting pet food to that food insecure home as well. So that's what it's all about today. We're going to have a food distribution this morning and this afternoon, making sure that the humans and their pets are taken care of today.
Yeah, talk to me about this because, if people are coming in and they're to the food bank and, maybe they're having a hard time finding food, they can't get access to it. A lot of times that means their pets aren't going to be eating either.
Yeah, a food insecure household means that everybody in it, right? The humans and the pets are going to struggle. And we see people making tough choices. Many times, we see a senior and they're taking care of that dog or cat before they even take care of themselves. And that, that hurts your heart to see that. But today, thanks to PetSmart Charities, you can see all the great food here. We have cat food and dog food. We're going to make sure that those animals are also well taken care of because in many cases, you think about it, we're animal, owners, right? Animal lovers. It's part of your family, and you want to make sure that they're as nourished as you are. And so today we're going to help take care of that.
Fantastic. So we've got these two distributions going on, one this morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., the second one going on from 1 to 3 o'clock. That's going to be about 500 families, meaning that could be around up to 1,000 pets or so, depending on how many each household has.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing is usually each household that's going to come today will have two animals, right? Yeah, a dog or cat or both, who knows? But yeah, it's just a time to, I think, help those individuals, help those households with something that they often are missing, and that is some food donated for their pet or their, for their dog or their cat.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here with us this morning, Michael.
Welcome.
We appreciate it.
Excited.
All right, we've got that info ready for you. Ready up on KSAT.com. You can find out all you need to know about helping out some of these pets and what you can do to help other people during Hunger Awareness Month. For now, I'm going to send it back to y'all. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
All right, Devin, thanks so much.
Yeah, good stuff going on there at the San Antonio Food Bank. Always taking care of our furry friends there.
Okay.
Justin, what's up, man?
Sneak preview. You just saw it.
I saw it.
Mornings are going to feel a lot better coming up. This is what we're most excited about. Some drier air comes in tomorrow. So we got one more day of humid air. And hopefully that leads to a few showers. And, we got to talk traffic first.
Yes, let's go to the roadways.
Yes, all right. No, I was letting my man cook right here.
Yeah, we were excited.
Justin was furiously typing over there earlier.
Pump it up for the temperatures, man.
I was
sending those articles.
Jumped the gun.
This man
Sorry.
is hard. 37 at Houston. Traffic looking pretty good. Let's check out more of our cameras here. 37 Pecan Valley, southeast side of town. Again, the only thing that TxDOT's showing right now is going to be actually on the southeast side. It's going to be 37 south at Loop 410 for all of our folks that are making their way out on this Tuesday morning. Hey, speaking of being out and about, Alex Gomez is our photojournalist extraordinaire. He's in Drive Cam for us on this Tuesday morning. Alex, how are things looking out there? Whoa.
Yeah, good morning, RJ. It looks like we have another incident on the southeast side. This is going to be at 37 southbound, right past 1604. You can see this car right here looks to be on its side, and we do have EMS now arriving to the scene. So 37 southbound does have only one lane open because right now we have a lot of the EMS on that left side. So one lane open again if you're headed outbound 37 southbound this morning, RJ.
Okay, good information there for Alex. And again, Alex just kind of scanning the roads right now and made it out there pretty fast. So we will continue to gather more details from him throughout the rest of our 5 o'clock hour.
All right, so now let's get to
weather,
our
yes.
beautiful temperatures with Justin.
There we go. Yes, the morning lows. This is kind of the big takeaway from the forecast, honestly. We're not going to see a big cool down during the afternoons, but coming up during the mornings, it's just going to feel so much better. So tomorrow morning, still pretty warm, 75. But by Thursday morning, we're down to 68. And by Friday morning, 63. The average is 68, so we're actually going below average for a change. And so Friday and really Saturday, Sunday too, the mornings will be great for the walks, the runs, whatever you have planned. If you're getting up early mornings, it'll feel great. Our forecast today, kind of sticky. 84 to 11 o'clock, noontime 86. We do get to add in some rain chances though, and a 30% chance of some showers by 3, 4 o'clock. Hopefully you get some rain where you are. It's not a guarantee though. A lot of us will stay dry. It's going to be the hit or miss type stuff. And as we look at the futurecast here, it does want to break out some showers and storms, although most of this is going to be San Antonio points north when it comes to really decent chances today. Even around 7 o'clock, he wants to keep a lot of this to the north. We'll see where it ends up. It's going to depend on outflow boundaries, and those can kind of float around and kick up some more showers and storms. But even around 10 o'clock, it does show a little bit of activity even here around San Antonio. And I think going into tomorrow morning, too, we can see a few more showers. Mostly cloudy right now. Temperatures at 78, so still pretty muggy. 77 in New Braunfels, 68 Bernie, 68 in Kerrville. And now we've got to talk about what's going on down in the Caribbean. Potential Tropical Cyclone 9. That's a lot of words. Just trust me when I tell you this is going to be Helene, and it is going to cause a lot of problems around Florida. This is moving northwest at about 8. Right now, winds are at 35 miles per hour. Hurricane hunters are flying into this morning. So they're going to fly in. They're going to drop SONs, what we call drop SONs, and that basically gives us data from this system, and it's really going to help us when it comes to forecasting this and getting an exact location of where we think this may make landfall and how strong it may be. Right now, Hurricane Center thinks this will be a Cat 3, winds of 115 miles per hour. This is by Thursday, 1 p.m. Then potentially making landfall anywhere from the Florida Panhandle down along the coastal bend down towards Tampa. There's still a large area in which it can make landfall. But once it does get inland, winds start to decrease. This will be a rainmaker for Atlanta, Nashville, potentially Indianapolis, and it could put down a lot of rain. But we're on the west side of it. You look at the big picture here, and this low here, which is helping to push our front through, is going to steer this thing north. Not to mention we have high pressure out there too. So it's going to get pulled right up in between the two, and that's why it is moving where it's moving. But on the back side of this, that's where we get all the dry air, and that's why it'll feel so nice going into the weekend. So 93 today, 93 tomorrow, and then as we get into the rest of the week, a lot of sun. Afternoons still in the 90s. But as I said, it's the mornings that will feel so very good.
All right, man. We're looking forward to it. It is 5:24 right now. We got 78 outside as we speak.
Here's a look at what's coming up next.
It's time ExxonMobil is held accountable.
All right, we're going to be talking about a new lawsuit that has some people definitely scratching their heads this morning after the break, why ExxonMobil is now under fire. Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. It's 5:27. Now to a legal battle over whether the plastic that we're recycling is really being recycled at all.
ABC's Lionel Moyes is tracking the latest this morning.
It's time ExxonMobil is held accountable.
This morning, California is suing ExxonMobil, claiming for nearly half a century the company has deceived the public about whether plastics are recyclable. The lawsuit claims Exxon, which produces a key component in single-use plastics, pushed misleading claims that these materials could be easily recycled, leading to widespread environmental damage.
Tell people that it's their responsibility, that they have the burden of recycling. And if there's plastic pollution, it's because they failed to recycle. And it was all a sham.
The suit claims Exxon promoted the widely used chasing arrow recycling symbol, leading buyers to believe products with the symbol would be recycled if disposed of properly. But a study in 2022 found only about 5% of plastic waste in the U.S. is actually recycled, the rest being incinerated or sent to a landfill.
You can have an item with chasing arrows and it is completely not recyclable. It'll end up being incinerated in the environment or in landfill.
ExxonMobil responding, saying for decades, California officials have known their recycling system isn't effective. They failed to act, and now they seek to blame others. Instead of suing us, they could have worked with us to fix the problem. The company says so-called advanced recycling, which uses chemicals and heat to break plastics down for reuse, is effective and has kept 60 million pounds of plastic waste out of landfills, but environmentalists criticize the process as inefficient. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
All right, 5:29 right now and 78 degrees outside.
Ahead of 6, UTSA football says it's staying put in the American Athletic Conference. Why there was speculation on moving to the Pac-12.
Welcome back. Just into our newsroom, the latest on a deadly shooting on the northeast side. What we have learned about the man who died outside a Taco Cabana, plus.
The demand has got to be substantially lower the cost of your product and not charge us 10, 15 times what you're charging people in other countries.
New figures from the Centers for Disease Control are weighing heavy on the nation's health. A look at what's happening today on Capitol Hill.
And we have got a bear on the loose, y'all. This guy's getting very comfy this morning, trying to find himself a little spot there, and it definitely has us talking this morning.
Let's go outside real quick, taking a live look. Of course, we got a little bit of cloud up there. I see it. Of course, traffic is moving just along. Thanks so much for waking up with us at GMSA. Good morning. It is 5:32.
Yes, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this Tuesday morning. And yeah, it's feeling a little bit warm outside. If you're getting up, maybe go for a run. Going to be hitting the pavement here in a little bit.
No, I was just thinking that bear video.
Yeah.
What did we do before we had doorbell cameras? And
the bears were just
we never knew that animals were on the loose.
Goldilocks and were just chilling. Like, we'll move out.
Now we know what they're doing at night.
We got our eyes on you, bears.
Yeah, we got some great mornings coming up. We've got some changes in the forecast, and they're good changes. Today, though, still warm, still humid. We do have a chance for rain, about a 20 to 30% chance as we get into the afternoon. So partly cloudy with some isolated rain. I'd say grab the umbrella as you head out the door this morning, just in case. You may not need it. I mean, that's entirely possible. These rain chances aren't huge, but they are there. Let me show you the futurecast real quick. This is one of our computer models, and this shows around 3 o'clock. Some spotty showers, maybe a little bit better coverage as we get towards dinner time. We're still going to call for about a 30% chance of rain. And I think even going into tonight, we could see some showers and maybe even a rumble of thunder. The dew point trend is really the big story here, because after tomorrow, dew points come down, humidity comes down, and we're going to have a stretch here, I think 5, 6, 7 days of low humidity. The afternoons will still be plenty warm, but it's the mornings, as we've been saying, that will feel much, much better. We're going to take another look at Helene, get you some updates there, or potentially Helene. That's coming up in just a couple minutes, but we'll get over to RJ now and check in on what's going on the roads.
All right, Justin, we are starting to get busy out there as we take a look at our traffic authority and taking a look at 37 Houston, 37 Pecan Valley, actually southeast side. You know, we're going to go right there because at last check, Alex Gomez had a crash that he was at the scene at. So he's in drive cam for us on this Tuesday morning. Let's see if we could go ahead and check in with Alex and see the very latest out there. Alex?
Yeah, good morning, RJ. It's going to be on the southeast side, 37 southbound, right at 1604. Now, we do have the drivers and the occupants of that vehicle Here on scene, EMS showed up, but it looks like they're going to be all right. So that's the good news. Everyone's kind of just talking and just taking pictures of the accident. But right now, 37 southbound only has one lane open. The left lane right now is blocked, and they are cleaning up the debris because there's a lot of debris still left on the roadways right here. So just beware of that. Right now, we do have a line of traffic starting to form because they'd have closed it down just so they can pick up the debris in the meantime, RJ.
All right, thank you very much for that update, Alex. We'll continue to check back in with him in just a little bit more of this crash there on the southeast side of town. Well, new this morning, we have learned the name of the man shot and killed at a Taco Cabana over the weekend. The Bexar County Medical Examiner has identified him as Carlos Harlan Moore. So this happened on Saturday night on Riddiman Road near I-35. Police say that Moore was standing on the patio when another man walked up to him and shot him. Investigators say that the suspect ran from the scene, and at last check, they're still looking for that person. They're using security footage from the restaurant to help identify that shooter.
Another 10-year-old is facing a felony charge over making school shooting threats. Kerrville ISD got word of the social media threats against a middle school campus yesterday. Officials determined the threats were a hoax, but doesn't mean the student isn't in trouble. 10-year-old facing a charge of making a terroristic threat, and that's why officials are reminding parents the importance of talking to their kids about the serious consequences from their actions.
Now to a missing persons case that may have ended with a murder. A woman's body was found in East Bexar County, and Sheriff Javier Salazar says his office is investigating this now as a homicide. The discovery was made in a wooded area along the Salado Creek Greenway, not far from DeFosse Avenue and East Commerce Streets. It's a few miles from where 63-year-old Stacy Dromiga was reported missing on Sunday after she went for a walk. Sheriff Salazar says the body found matches Dromiga's description, but that match has not been confirmed just yet.
Topping your morning headlines, the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly starts today. The meeting of world leaders, including President Joe Biden, comes as wars are raging in Ukraine, Sudan, and the Middle East, which just experienced another violent weekend of bombings from both Israel and Hezbollah. The agenda also includes meetings on rising sea levels and combating the threat of antimicrobial resistance to global health.
I couldn't be more grateful to my colleagues for taking the time here in New York to meet together.
Our message is let us get to a cessation of hostilities in Gaza, and that will hopefully bring an end to all of this.
UN Security Council is also holding a special meeting on Ukraine this afternoon. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expected to speak.
Weight loss drugs will be a key topic today on Capitol Hill. The CDC releasing some data showing that more than 40% of adults in the U.S. are technically obese. But there is some good news here. That's slightly down from nearly 42%. And with the public health concerns high right now, lawmakers are working to bring down the cost of weight loss drugs. Senator Bernie Sanders is leading a hearing in this case.
Hundreds of thousands of people in this country who desperately need this product will not be able to afford it. There's a study that just recently came out that suggests that some 40,000 people will die unless they're able to get this drug.
The CEO of the company that makes Ozempic and Wegovy is set to testify in person. The company recently committed $30 billion to increase manufacturing capacity for these drugs, and it spent $4 billion last year in research and development for future treatments.
All right now it's 5:38. We got 78 degrees outside.
We're going to take you outside and give you a live look here at TransGuide traffic cameras, 35 Ben Zingelman for all of our folks out there. Good morning to you on the northeast side of town. 410 Blanco Road. That looked like a quick trip that they just had a shot there. 410 in Houston. Everything else looking pretty good. Of course, we have that crash on the southeast side of town. Check in with Alex and also Justin for your very latest on your Tuesday morning.
With a live look out at the city right now. Again, good morning, San Antonio. You're looking beautiful today. We got so much more on the way, including on that bear situation.
Yeah.
That and much more coming up.
542, welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Well, have you ever heard of a dunes sagebrush lizard I never had until this story.
Not at all. Okay, so
this little lizard has got a lot of people talking.
It does. And you can find it apparently buried under the sand about 30 miles west of Odessa. The same West Texas land that supports the state's biggest oil and gas fields. Now, you can also find it at the center of a new lawsuit, apparently, between Attorney General Ken Paxton and the Biden administration. The sagebrush lizard was declared endangered earlier this year, citing the oil industry's expansion in the area posing a threat to the animal.
All right, this little guy causing some big stories here. Now Ken Paxton's office is fighting back, saying that this designation is, quote, a backdoor attempt to undermine Texas's oil and gas industries, end quote. Paxton added that the federal government did not rely on scientific data when it declared that little lizard was endangered and ignored conservation efforts that are already in place. So get this, the Fish and Wildlife Service says that the lizard, the sagebrush here, are functionally extinct across nearly half of its range. A lot going on with that guy.
Yeah. It is 5:43 right now. We got 78 degrees outside.
And we are getting you ready for tonight's KSAT Investigates. Just ahead, we're going to have a preview of the latest investigation from our very own Dylan Collier.
Drive Cam. We're looking at that incident that Alex Gomez has been at all morning long. He's going to have an update as far as what's going on here and what you need to be keeping in mind as you get out on your commute.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. You drive in today?
Of course not. There's no parking.
Like you know to check the sign first before parking.
Yeah. You hear it? I hear it.
I feel like I do hear it.
Oh, man.
Why didn't you read the sign?
You think you can pay a parking ticket in heirloom tomatoes?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Feeling from a backed up gut? Miralax works naturally with the water in your body to help you go. Free your gut and your mood will follow. For 8 grams of fiber, try Mirror Fiber Gummies.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove helps repair it. So if you shave it, Dove it. New Dove. Replenish your skin after every shave.
Tonight on the Night Beat, a law enforcement stop in Medina County last year led to a sheriff's deputy being convicted of felony assault and a teenager with permanent injuries.
As our Dylan Collier tells us, video of that encounter is now publicly being shown for the first time.
It's June 19th, 2023, after 10 p.m. as Medina County Sheriff's Deputy Jonathan Nunemaker pulls over a BMW along Highway 90 in Castroville.
Hey, shut it off! Shut it off! Stick your hands out the window, now!
The man taken into custody.
Do not move.
What am I arrested for?
I didn't say you're under arrest.
Will later be identified as 17-year-old Brandon Sanchez. The vehicle was stolen from a robbery at gunpoint in San Antonio just 4 hours earlier and contained a large quantity of drugs, a pellet gun resembling an AR-style rifle, and Sanchez's girlfriend, who is a minor. What transpired in this gas station parking lot over the next hour will change the course of the lives of the suspect and deputy forever. Body camera footage recorded by a Castroville Police Department officer shows Nunemaker becoming more and more agitated.
Kick my door again, you're gonna get hemmed up.
I didn't kick your door.
Sit there and shut up.
The deputy's attempts to inventory what's inside the stolen car interrupted time and again by Sanchez, who demands to know when he'll be taken to jail.
Is he seriously doing this? I'm gonna hit him. Can you hang on for a second, Ted? I'm gonna hit him. I'm done with this.
Nunemaker at one point retrieves leg shackles from his vehicle, but fails to put them on Sanchez, who continues to cause a commotion.
What's up?
Flex, mother, I dare you.
Bro, chill out, bro. You just hit the out of my head.
After the 7th interruption, Nunemaker pulls out his department-issued pepper spray gun.
What the
Hey.
Why'd you... Ah! Ah!
Tonight on the Night Beat, KSAT investigates what happens when someone is shot in the eye with a high-propulsion pepper spray gun from less than 4 feet away. Dylan Collier joins us later on GMSA at 9 to tell us more.
And coming up later today on the news at noon, everyone knows what the pink ribbon means in October, but what about the teal ribbon for September? We talked to a doctor about a Cancer Awareness Month. That's going to be Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month, and the 5 cancers that are associated with it.
We're dedicated to women's care and women's health. That's why we chose this field, and it's really easy to just ask us questions.
Stephanie Serna has that story today on the news at noon.
All right, let's check out with TransGuide really fast. RJ, we got some issues going on right now.
Yeah, we did, Japhanie, over the southeast side of town, and taking a look there at 90 Meadow Creek. That's going to be on the west side as we take a scan here of some of our TransGuide traffic cameras, 281 at Hildebrand, and see if we can get one more TransGuide shots here. State Highway 130 out there, far east side of town, headed out there towards Seguin, 37 at 410. Let's check in with Alex Gomez. He's been at the scene of a crash for about 35 minutes or so. He's in drive cam for us on this Tuesday. Alex, how are things looking out there?
Well, it hasn't gotten any better since I've been here, RJ. Again, this is going to be on the southeast side, 37 southbound, right at 1604. They actually closed down 37 south, both lanes. So, again, this highway is closed because we did have a crash involving about 3 vehicles. One of them was rolled over, and they're trying to get that car upright. So they closed down the highway on the southbound side just to clean up all the debris and get that car upright. So it's been closed for about 20 minutes now, and that's where we're starting to see a line of traffic starting to build up again. 37 south at 1604. Your best alternate route, exit at 1604, take that frontage road, and then you can get back on 37 that way, RJ.
That is good information out there from Alex at the scene of this crash out there on the southeast side of town. We will continue to check back in with him, y'all.
So slowly but surely, the mornings are starting to merge into the fall season of it.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like super crispy and cool, but it'll feel different. It'll feel different. And we have a front coming through tomorrow. And speaking of fronts, that leads me to my Just Ask Justin question this morning.
Just Ask Justin.
There it is. There are 4 basic types of fronts: cold, warm, stationary, and what? Is it cyclonic, occluded, gravitational, or D, very cold?
Very cold. Okay.
Just making up words over here.
I mean, kind of. Yes. So think about it. We'll reveal the answer here in about an hour, and we'll be talking about the potential for an actual cold front that'll be coming through as we get into tomorrow. In the meantime, still muggy, still warm. We've got a 20 to 30% chance of rain later today. It'll be isolated, but you may have to dodge a shower or two as we get into the afternoon. Temperatures still in the low 90s, so this is still pretty much summer-like. Let me show you the futurecast real quick. And this is around 3 o'clock, shows some spotty showers. Most of this is probably north of San Antonio. But as we get into the evening, some of these showers and storms, depending on the outflow boundaries, could get a little bit closer to town. This is around 7 o'clock. And we could even see a few rumbles of thunder around 10 o'clock, shows some of this activity actually moving down into San Antonio. We'll see. We are going to keep that chance of rain there. As we go outside for you, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy, 78, 77 in New Braunfels. Converse is at 76, and Bernie and Kerrville in the upper 60s. Our dew point trend, and this really is the most important component of our forecast, is the fact that humidity does drop off with our front tomorrow. So by Thursday, Friday, really even going into the weekend and next week, we have much drier air. So it's pleasant. The humidity, you won't really feel it, and that lends itself to those cooler temperatures in the morning. Futurecast. The other side to all this, of course, is what is going to become Helene. We are confident that this will be a hurricane. Hurricane hunters are flying into it this morning to give us more data, but we know that this could be a powerful hurricane. It is going to get steered by high pressure off to its east, low pressure off to its west, pulls it right up north into parts of Florida and eventually Atlanta. This is where we could see some very heavy rain, but the Florida Panhandle could get hit by a major hurricane here. On the back side of it, in this green color here, this white color, that means you got a lot of moisture, a lot of tropical moisture. But on the back side of it, you got dry air, and that's where we are. And basically, again, we stay that way for several days. The extended forecast features a lot of dry air on the back side of that system. So 93 today, 30% chance of rain, 93 Wednesday, just a small chance tomorrow morning. Front slides through. Temperatures in the afternoon are still going to be warm, low 90s, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. but it's the mornings where we get down into the 60s and you'll notice the lower humidity. 63 Friday morning, 66 on Saturday morning. We'll be right back.
Ahead in our next hour of Good Morning San Antonio, September is Hunger Awareness Month, how the San Antonio Food Bank is making sure people and pets have enough to eat.
And up next today is a big day in the courtroom and for the father accused of a starving little boy. It's a story that we are following closely. We'll have a preview of that trial next.